Good morning, Patriots. It is July 24th. This month has flown. And we had the 4th. We had the week after the 4th where we spent time in Kerrville. We spent time in different locations trying to help with the dog search. This picture right here, right there under on my finger, is from Full Spectrum Survival Channel, and this was taken by our helicopters who were on the scene while the Guadalupe disaster was going on. The reason this is important is we had no helicopters in North Carolina and Tennessee during Helene while that was happening, but we wondered what the hell is going here, because the amount of water that was coming down in an area the size of Belgium in North Carolina and Tennessee was fire hose, fire hydrant, steamer cap, full flow, straight to the ground, and it dissolved mountains, 1,900 landslides. But we never actually saw what was going on when it was going on. In this shot here, we have a helicopter footage of, and there were rescue choppers on top of this storm from the early hours of the 4th till early morning, or till the morning. And here's a shot. It shows something. It shows something involving fire and rain. And we got a song by James Taylor. Man, I can sing that one. It sounds, I can do that voice, and I love that song. And I have seen fire, and I've seen rain, but never at the same time, everybody. And the question of how the water transported in Helene all the way from Florida 300 miles up to dump a Niagara Falls style dump there. We just had a Niagara Falls style dump here. And so the questions about this flames in the clouds shooting down to the ground. We saw War of the Worlds, and I think they had one ironically named Independence Day. Talk about pre-programming. But as I have Shiner and I got back from Kerrville. We spent 2 days there. We were assigned a mile below the Ingram Dam, and we cleared it best we could. More rains followed. It flooded again, but now we're hearing that the death toll is down to 3. That's great to hear. It's hard to believe because there are hundreds of square miles still. I'd like to see how much that they've actually been able to cover. When they say there's down to 3 casualties left, or 3 missing left. So I get on ChatGPT. I'm a poet, I'm a songwriter. I've avoided it. It's scary because it could actually cause your own ability to create art to be affected, and I don't want that. But I found a use for it when you need something quickly. I quickly needed to write an article about how Abbott responded to my friend's wildfire at his house 2 years ago. So I opened up and went after it with Chat. And Chat came back with a great story about that that was publishable for any publication in the world. And so in that regard, I'm very excited because I can now get to being a journalist, and this thing will save hours on any story. So I'm happy about that. And I decided to get to know this Chat thing. So Chat, I wrote down several pages of verses about this Guadalupe flood. And Chat, I said, okay, I need these quick. So I'm going to go ahead and feed these in and see what Chat comes back with. Chat wrote a nice, took the poem, smoothed it out, And then it asked, would you like an arrangement? Yeah, I'd like a bluegrass arrangement. It immediately gave me chords and chord progressions, and um, I'm all happy with that. And I said, would you like to actually hear it? We can actually put the music on this. And a guide vocal. I said, well, yeah, this song's pretty complicated, so I'd like to hear. I can usually take the chords and the words and just lay them in and go to town. But this one, I really want to hear how y'all construct the vocalization and stretching words. And I want to hear your take on it. And so this thing said, okay, we'll have it. I said, how long will it take? It's one day. So that was Saturday. So by Monday, it still wasn't there. All week long now, it's told me, we're coming up with your music for this song today. And today, yesterday, it was down to 2 hours left, and we're going to get you your song. Now, I don't understand. If I'm asking something that y'all aren't good at or don't want to do, that's fine. I don't mind getting the arrangement to these songs done elsewhere. But I started asking today, are y'all am I saying something about, when I talk about the anomaly in this storm, is that causing this thing to be delayed? Because I'm feeling kind of censored now. I've got a phone lying to me, an AI lying to me all week long about something that's coming and causing me to pause and wait for it. So it reassured me that no, it's a delay, and the music part is not working well, but it's still coming. Okay, so I said, well, I want to know your opinion, since you have access to all the information in the world about weather manipulation. I got to interview Chad, find out what your thoughts are, and since you have access to everybody's observations, please. Well, it confirmed, yes, that weather modification been going on, and likely in this case, it has not yet been proven for Helene and the Guadalupe. But she did say that the fire in the sky is one of the things that is being reported that doesn't appear normal. And that I mentioned, well, what do you think that would do to the insurance industry? Because they have been paying for these claims, and I really can't imagine that they didn't know that these acts were not acts of God and not even covered. And so the response it came back with was very interesting too. I guess it was trying to reassure me that it might be agreeing with me on my conspiratorial questions about the storm and Helene. So that interview, I took pictures of it, and I'll probably do a show on just it where we go over the precise things that were said. But we now have so many things happening at once, along with this weather stuff, that we have to look at the subjects as they flow by and grab what we can reach. Very similar to standing on the shore of the Guadalupe. We can't do all the subjects at once. Every one of us needs to take what we know and expand on it. And everything's going so quickly that we can only catch parts of what we need to know. But the parts here is that bringing out issues, details, anomalies about this storm. I just had them confirmed that yes, there is weather manipulation is possible by ChatGPT, and it's possible and has been done. So we got that. We also have a president accusing a former president of treason for the first time ever. And I think that's a good thing, because I think that's what occurred. And anyway, God bless everybody. And let's keep up the fight and keep up the courage and keep moving forward. And God bless those people in Kerrville and Hunt, Center Point, Ingram, every single soul. God bless you. God bless you. Where we go one, we go all. RC Anon, out.